Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. Got my Avios King Twin 1700 and the maiden flight a week ago tomorrow. I only flew it for a couple laps, about 2 minutes or so, and I couldn't keep the nose up. I mean, I was fighting it the whole way, fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. It's up, and it didn't have much elevator, that's for sure. If you want to win a jet like this, all you have to do is subscribe. Click the like button and leave a comment. And then ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. At 1,000 subscribers, we gave this jet away. At 5,000, we're going to give another one. I don't know what it is yet. We'll see when that time comes. So hey, subscribe guys. Happy flying. And yesterday we did a video on what I think the cause was and what I was going to do to correct the issue for the next flight, which will be hopefully tomorrow, weather permitting. And then I got a bunch of comments, which I love because, hey, I learned too. And several of the comments were talking about the attitude trim in the forward programming when you're configuring your safe select. You know, this plane did not come with a Spektrum receiver. So I installed that and I set up the whole safe select and the AS3X for the wind, the stabilization. All, you know, I did that custom for this plane through forward programming. Your transmitter, you're able to program your receiver right through your transmitter. The attitude trim is you telling what is level flight. So when you release your sticks and you want the safe select to level your plane, you have to hold your plane level and then click, you know, to capture the attitude trim. And a lot of people said that I probably had that off, and therefore safe select thought the plane flying level was actually nose down. That wasn't the case, but let's go through that right now so everybody can learn from it. So I'll show you guys on the transmitter how we capture the attitude trim, and then I'll show you how we can check to make sure that the elevator is going to keep the plane level. You know, the safe select does the roll and the pitch. The roll was good in my case. It flew level as far as side to side, but it just kept nosing down. And I've got a ton of weight on the back of it, and maybe the CG's off, maybe the elevator linkage needs to be adjusted. I was talking about the gains being too low. That's in yesterday's video. But right now let's talk about capturing the attitude in the forward programming and how to check it before you take off. Therefore, you know your elevator is going to be level when you turn on safe select. And story time, story time. So today, Saturday, it rained the majority of the day, so I became a couch potato, which was pretty dang cool until I realized more than 3/4 of the day was gone and I was still on the couch. But oh well. So YouTube is my main form of TV. I've got a smart TV, an Amazon Fire Stick, and an antenna to pick up my local channels, and then I just have the Fire Stick. So I watch Prime videos for free, and then I pay the $10 a month for no commercials on YouTube. And YouTube has a lot of programs. You know, you can watch your nightly news, you can watch, you know, Dateline. I mean, you can watch all kinds of stuff. If it's on regular TV, it's on YouTube. It just might be a day late. You know, the news and stuff is not, but that's for another story. Anyway, so I came across one of our fellow YouTubers, and the name of his channel is Two Brothers RC or Radio Control or something. And I like that guy. He's pretty cool. And anyways, he was doing a live. So I clicked on it, and I clicked on it just in time for him to say giveaway. And I said, what? Giveaway? And his deal is that he wants you to join what's called a Discord server. I don't know exactly what it is, you know, everything about it, but it's a chat room. And yes, there's chats in YouTube, but this is another chat. And this way, I guess the Discord server keeps out the robots, it keeps out the scam artists saying that you won something and you didn't. and it's a way for him to monitor things better and safer for his subscribers, and it was easy for him to do a giveaway. So he put the link to click on to join his Discord server, which you had to sign up for. But nowadays, using your phone, it remembers all your information, and you just click, 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 and bam, now you're in. And he would say, okay, I'm going to do a giveaway for these FMS little miniature screwdrivers, and I've got 5 sets of them, and we'll leave this giveaway open for 5 minutes. And then I would look at the Discord server, and it would have, you know, a place for you to click enter, and I would click enter. And then he would keep, you know, doing his live show, and he'd say, okay, you know, the 5 minutes is about up, and then the time came up, and he selected, you know, to generate the winners. And lo and behold, I won the FMS miniature screwdriver set. And then he did another giveaway, and it was for some LED nav lights, and I won those. So when they arrived, I'm going to re-gift them, and we're going to do a giveaway here. So maybe we can do that in a week or so. So I just want to say it was pretty cool, and we'll turn around and give that stuff to somebody else and pass it on. And we'll just keep enjoying things. But, all right, so let's boot this guy up, and we'll look at the elevator, we'll look at the transmitter, and we'll talk about capturing the attitude. And then we'll do it in a couple configurations so we can see that it's wrong, and then we can see that it's right, so we can all learn from it. So, hey, sit tight. Oh! Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Make sure you check the notification bell so you don't miss my next videos. And that way, YouTube knows that you guys like watching me, and therefore it will put my videos in front of other people so I can help more. So, all right, let's boot her up. Okay, transmitter on. See the double dances in the rudder and the elevator. The wingtips are not on. They have the, I can't say it, the ailerons on the wingtips, and the wingtips are not on. But we saw the double dances on the elevator and on the rudder. So therefore, Safe Select is in-house. So, looking at the elevator here, Safe Select is now currently off. I'm going to give it just a little bit of throttle. That way the AS3X and Safe Select is all active. That is the elevator servos that you hear. And this is the rudder. So AS3X is working. Now, like I said, Safe Select is off. So looking at the elevator, it is level. Okay. When I turn Safe Select on, the elevator should not move, because in level flight, the elevator should be level. Okay. So Safe Select on, and the elevator did not move. So therefore, when Safe Select is active, the elevator is still straight, so therefore it will fly the plane level. If I were to turn on Safe Select and then the elevator did this, then Safe Select would think that level flight, you know, is actually this number. Let's see the screen of the transmitter so we can understand exactly what we're talking about. Alrighty then, so we got the avios. We need to go into forward programming. My throttle cut is already on. Gyro settings. Down here to system setup.
down here to safe panic mode. Third option down is attitude trim. Right now, where my attitude trim is, roll 0, pitch -1. Then you look at the legend down here, and it says negative equals nose down and roll left. Now, all this attitude trim is compensating for how your receiver is mounted in the plane. It would be really tough to get your receiver mounted perfectly equal to level flight for pitch and the roll. You know, if you were flying a pizza box, then your receiver would be mounted exactly equal to level flight for pitch and roll. How the receiver is mounted, maybe your double-sided tape is a little thicker on one side of the receiver than the other, or maybe there's an indentation in the foam where you mounted your receiver, so therefore your receiver is just a little not level. Okay, so therefore when I set the airplane level and I said, okay, this is how it's supposed to fly when it's in level flight for the pitch and for the roll, and I selected level model and capture the attitude, then that is the calculations that came up with. You can play with all these numbers for your own different custom ways and uses, but right now we're just going to show my elevator and that it is set for level flight, so therefore this was not the issue during the maiden flight. Now let's go to see how this operates. Let's change this pitch to, we'll change it to something crazy, 13, all right? And then we'll back out of it and relearn servo settings. Now let's look at the elevator on the aeroplane. So here's our elevator. Safe select is off. When I turn on safe select, the elevator is now going to do something crazy because we are doing that on purpose just to show you guys how this attitude trim works. So safe select on. Now the elevator went up. So therefore it thinks that level flight is like that. And it's not. So look, safe select off. All right, so let's go back to our transmitter. And bring this guy up. Forward programming. Nope, not that one. This one. Gyro. System. Safe. Attitude. Trim. All right, so my airplane is what I feel like is level flight, okay? The way the plane is sitting, it might not be perfectly level, but it's perfectly level for what we're talking about. This is how I want the plane to fly when it's in safe select, is how it is sitting on the workbench right now. So I'm going to go to level model and capture attitude. Now it just came back and said that the settings are 0 and 0. Relearn, apply, complete. All right, so let's look at our elevator now. All right, safe select is off. When I turn safe on, the elevator should not move. Safe on, safe off. I'm going to pull down on the stick real quick. And then I'm going to turn safe on. Watch the elevator. Okay, it did that because of the percentage of the roll. So I know that safe select is on. Safe is off. Safe is on. The elevator is not moving. And you do that the same with the ailerons. Capturing the attitude. If you're flying and you've worked out all your other bugs, the bugs that we talked about in my previous video, and it's still a little nose up or nose down, or still a little roll right or a roll left, then you can play with this legend that we just saw. Positive equals nose up and roll right. Negative equals nose down and roll left. So if you're flying and you think everything's perfect as far as your gains or center of gravity, but it's still just, leaning to the right a little bit or a little nose up, then you can change these numbers on your own. And then you can try it again. So you can fine tune it right here. But that's where it was when I flew it, so that's where I'm going to leave it for now. And there's a lot of other stuff you can do in here that we'll do in other videos. But you can set up a panic mode. A lot of people use the bind button as a panic. It comes set up like that on some ready-to-fly planes. Right now I have it inhibited, but you can set that up. You can also use your panic button for another flight mode if you're limited on channels. Let's say you only have a 6-channel transmitter and you want to be able to turn safe on and off. You can actually configure it through forward programming to use your panic option to turn safe on and off. So that is a way to get 7 channels out of a 6-channel transmitter. Lots of stuff that I'm going to show you guys as time goes on. So, attitude trim. Thank you guys. Until next time, you'll see something underneath the Avios here.